Just this morning I received an email, I'm guessing like most of you out there as well, saying that Canon are bringing out 2 more 70-200 lenses. One of these kind of makes sense, one of them just doesn't. The first lens I'll say about is the 70-200 f4. Apparently it's a complete redesign, so I've got no real problems with this. It's only gone up to the Mark II of this particular lens, so it's about time they really updated that. So no real issues there at all. Canon, do your thing, that's going to be fine. The one I want to talk about quickly is actually the 70-200 f2.8 Mark III, the upgrade to this, and I want to question, why? What is the point? Canon, what are you thinking? Let's just get things into perspective slightly here. Okay, the Mark II, the 70-200 2.8 Mark II is, let's be fair about this, it focuses really badly, it's not very sharp, it's not weather sealed, it's a pretty crappy lens, right? Well, actually no, it's none of those things, it's a fucking good lens. This is still, today, even though this is what originally released in 2010 I believe, it's still one of the best lenses on the market that you can buy with your hard-earned cash. There is nothing wrong with this lens. This lens is incredibly sharp, it focuses incredibly fast, it's weather sealed, the ghosting and flaring on it is minimal at best. Why are you upgrading this? I don't get it. The only things that they are literally upgrading, from what I can tell and reading online, is there's a new fancy coating on the front that stops water droplets. I think Tamron introduced this a few years ago, which, you know, to be fair, looks okay. You probably put that on a filter, to be fair. And there's some sort of element inside to help prevent against ghosting and flaring a little bit more. But again, this lens wasn't bad for that anyway, so what else are you getting? Well, apparently not much else, and Canon are asking 2,150 quid for this. Why? What? I don't get it at all. This lens, as I said, if it was not a good performer, if it was a bit rubbish, then maybe I could understand it, but did we really need an upgrade to this particular lens? I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. However, there is something else we've got to think about as well. And at the moment, loads of people are thinking, well, when are Canon going to formally announce a full-frame mirrorless camera? Because that's what people want, right? They want the mirrorless technology. But if Canon is announcing a new FE mount lens, the Mark III, does this mean they're sticking with this mount? Does this mean we're not getting the full-frame camera? I mean, we are going to get one, that's going to happen. But they're not basically, or it seems like they're not putting the resources into that kind of area where people want. They're putting it into a Mark III that we don't need, because this is already superb, it's fantastic. So where is Canon's head at? What are they thinking at the moment? Because they're not communicating with us, and I'm just a little bit worried, because so many people are actually moving over to the Sony or Fuji or whatever your flavour is, and they're leaving Canons behind, and this is just another, for me, a reason not to really stick with them, because they're not listening to the consumer. We want a full-frame mirrorless camera. We don't want necessarily a Mark III 70-200, because again, this is superb. Save your money, guys. If you're on the Mark I of the 70-200s, don't buy the Mark III, buy the Mark II. Test it out if you need to. Rent it for a day. You will see that this is an incredibly good lens. You know, don't just take my word for it. Look at all the other outstanding reviews online, and nobody in their right mind is going to say that this is a bad lens. In fact, I've not heard a single person ever say, do you know what, I wish I'd upgrade that lens. They haven't. People have asked for the mirrorless camera. So Canon, stop dicking around. Give the consumer what we want. Please. We don't want this. Or a Mark III, this is a Mark II. I don't want a Mark III. I mean, come on guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you thinking about picking up the Mark III? I mean, why, if you are? I mean, seriously, please tell me in the comments below if I missed something. Is there something that they're not writing down, you know, to tell us information on? Because I'm not going to buy it, and I can't see anybody else that actually has the Mark II that would be looking at upgrading, because there is no significant reason to upgrade. I mean, seriously, tell me, if you're going to upgrade, tell me why, and let's start a discussion. Anyway, until then, if you like the video, I don't know, maybe like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of rubbish, and I'll catch you next time.